Let me ask you something. Grading the NFL draft, the moment it ends, that's like walking into a restaurant, ordering your food, and giving it a 5-star review before it even hits the table. It makes no sense. And yet, every single year, we do it anyway. So, yeah, we don't know who the next Brock Purdy is going to be. But what we can do is tell you who looks like they just changed their franchise and who might have just set theirs back. Let's get into it. One of the winners are the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, I know. It feels weird saying it, but the Cleveland Browns cooked in this draft. And not just a little bit. They might have landed one of the best drafts in football. It starts with discipline. They traded down from 6 to 9. It still got their guy as Spencer Fano. Clean, polished offensive tackle, plug and play at the left tackle position. No guessing, no projecting, just production. And if you watched this team last year, you know that was a need for them. Then they doubled down with back-to-back weapons. Casey Concepcion, explosive, versatile. Yeah, he got some drop issues, but the talent is there and it's real. The sleeper, Denzel Boston, 6'4", physical, contested catch monster. Puts you in the mind of a Mike Evans. That's not just adding receivers, that's rebuilding an entire room overnight. And then they might have stolen the draft with Toledo Rockets Emmanuel McNeil Warren at 58. Body range reminds you of a Cam Chancellor, reminds you of Nick Emmanwori in Seattle, except they got him way later. That's value. That's how you build a roster. Oh, and by the way, they took a swing on quarterback Taylor Green in the 6th round. Now, do we know who the Browns quarterback is in 2026? No. But honestly, that's just Browns football at this point.
Loser. Loser.
A loser, unfortunately, was Jermod McCoy. Now, this one hurts because talent-wise, Jermod McCoy was a first-round pick. At the University of Tennessee in 2024, he was locked down. We're talking 31 catches allowed, 53.6 passer rating. That's elite. Injuries changed everything. ACL tear, then reports of another procedure. Suddenly, first round turned into the 4th round. The Las Vegas Raiders took the gamble, and now his career could go anywhere. He can either be an all pro or he can never fully get there. That's the risk. Our next winners are AJ and Avion Terrell. Now, this is what the draft is about: moments, family, legacy. The Atlanta Falcons drafted Avion Terrell, and now he lines up next to his brother, AJ Terrell. Same secondary, same team. That's rare. We've only seen it a few times, like Jason and Devin McCourty in New England. This isn't just a feel good story. Avion can play, and getting him at 48, that's value. A loser? Sean McVay and the Rams. This was a weird situation that something fell off. The Los Angeles Rams took Ty Simpson at 13, and immediately questions because you already have Matthew Stafford, the Super Bowl caliber QB. So why spend premium capital on a developmental quarterback instead of loading up the roster that's already close? Well, it's a lot of could be a lot of factors, but we won't get into that right now. And then the press conference.
Yeah, I did. I'll keep that between us. We'll see. He's going to compete with Stetson.
What was it about this pick?
John McVay didn't even look like he wanted to even be there. That body language said everything. My next winner, who seems like he's a winner every year, Howie Roseman. At this point, it's just expected. Howie Roseman doesn't miss. The Philadelphia Eagles, what did they do? They traded for Jonathan Greenyard. They traded up for Makai Lemon. They drafted Eli Stowers and added a 6'9 tackler, Markel Bell. And then they found the perfect backup quarterback for Jalen Hurts and Cole Payton, who could be next up. This is roster building. No panic, no wasted picks, just execution. Our next loser is Mike Vrabel and the New England Patriots for all the reasons we know. This was a messy situation. Mike Vrabel missing day 3 of the draft, all 3 days actually. That mattered. The head coach is a part of the process, part of the culture. And while the New England Patriots tried to keep things steady, that absence is not nothing. Winner, New York Jets. Finally, it seems like it's a win in New York. For the first time in a while, there is hope. The New York Jets are building something. They started with David Bailey at the number 2 overall pick. Then they brought in Geno Smith with some weapons and Kenyon Sadiq. Then they got Omar Cooper Jr. They even took a flyer on Cade Klubnik. Now, this isn't a playoff team, but the direction, it seemed like they finally have one. My next winner, it took me a minute to think about this one, but Steve Spagnuolo and the Kansas City Chiefs. And at first, I said, they didn't get Patrick Mahomes any weapons. This one was different. They didn't go offense at all. First 4 picks, all defense. That's the message, especially with Patrick Mahomes coming off an injury, which is probably going to have him out at least half of the 2026 season. Trusted Steve Spagnuolo to carry them early. And honestly, this might have been the smartest move that they could have made. Now, my loser, San Francisco 49ers draft strategy. At some point, it's not bad luck, it's a pattern. San Francisco 49ers reached on the wide receiver Stribling. They drafted a running back who wasn't even at the combine, and this keeps happening. For a coach as brilliant as Kyle Shanahan is, why do these early picks keep missing? That's the question. But some way, somehow, they always figure it out. And we added a special category for this one. We got a winner and a loser. And the winner and the loser is Garrett Nussmeier. Now, this situation is wild. Garrett Nussmeier went from a possible first round pick, as he was my favorite quarterback in this year's draft, to a 7th round pick. That's the bad. But the good is he landed with Kansas City. Now he's with Andy Reid, and he can learn from Patrick Mahomes, who is going to be out most of the 2026 season. That is the best quarterback situation in football. So, yeah, he lost millions, but he might have found his future. That's the draft. Some teams just changed everything. Some teams are going to be asking what went wrong in about 2 years. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know who were your sleepers, who had the best drafts. Make sure you guys leave it in the comments. If you got good takes, we'll put them up in the next video. So I want to know who won this draft, who completely sold. Make sure you guys drop it in the comments. If you like these breakdowns, you know where we at. This is Dino's channel. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.